RMS தான் extend பண்ண போறோம். RMS value. Okay, RMS value extension. Okay, suppose if the waveform is like a half wave rectified wave. Okay, because again this waveform is also possible. Okay, this waveform is called a half wave rectified waveform. Suppose if your waveform, if your output is like this, then what is the RMS value of this one? Okay, so this is 0, this is pi, and this is 2 pi. Okay, and then 3 pi, like this it goes on. And again this axis is called omega t axis, because as it is here angle, then this is omega t axis. Okay, and first you try to write this function mathematically. Okay, try to represent this half wave rectified rectifier output. Try to write mathematically first. Okay, mathematically how to write. Okay, then after writing the mathematics, again the formula is very simple. The RMS value is equal to 1 by t, and again don't make mistake. Now also that t is 0 to 2 pi only. T is 0 to 2 pi, but in this integration you will get value. Here you will not get any value. So anyway, this integration goes from 0 to t, 0 to t in the sense here 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi. Okay, 0 to t, and again what is your x of t, then dt overall square root. Okay, then once first the main critical part here is how to represent this signal in terms of mathematics. That is somewhat critical, or otherwise you can directly write. Okay, so once if you represent this, then you can easily find out RMS value. Okay, once if you find out the RMS value, okay, the RMS value will be, okay, RMS value, suppose if it is AM, okay, the RMS value will be simply AM divided by 2. Okay, the RMS value of the half wave rectified sine waveform is AM by 2, AM by 2. Okay, then what is the average value? Okay, average value means what is the average value formula? Average value means 1 by t integral 0 to t x of t dt. Okay, once if you find out the average value, then that will become Vm divided by pi. Okay, Vm in the sense here it is Am. Okay, because if it is Am, okay, then Am divided by pi. Okay, Am divided by pi. Okay, so now we have found out RMS value and also the average value. Okay, and again see, you know the mathematics for this sine waveform. Simply you can write sine omega t. But suppose if the waveform is like this, okay, if the waveform is like this, how to represent in mathematics? Okay, but anyway, the RMS value of the both the waveforms are same, because once if you square this waveform x of t, say for example x1 of t and x2 of t, because once if you go to the RMS domain, you will be squaring the signal. So once if you square, both the signals are same, x1 of x1 t square and then x2 square, both are same. That's why you'll get the same RMS value. That's okay. But you try to represent this x2 of t separately with its mathematical form. How to represent this waveform in mathematical form? Then you apply the regular formula. Okay, you apply the regular RMS formula. Then try to get the same answer. Try to get the same answer. Okay, but anyway you will get AM by root 2. But here the critical part here is how to represent this waveform mathematically. That is somewhat critical. Okay, you just try to represent mathematically, then try to get the answer. Okay, now, okay, so now I'm going to make one simple conclusion here. Whether the waveform is like this or the waveform is like this, I am going to get the RMS value. Okay, the RMS value is AM divided by root 2. Okay, irrespective of this or this, I will get the same value, AM divided by root 2. Now this is the RMS value. This is the RMS value. And somebody tell me, if this is the RMS value, I can find the mean square. Mean square means what? Anybody, what is the mean square? Mean square means power. Okay, if you square the RMS value, then you will get the power. Okay, so once if you square the RMS value, that is called as a mean square. Okay, so mean square means just you are finding out the power. Okay, then what is the answer? AM square. Okay, AM square divided by 2. AM square divided by 2. Okay, and again you know from your experience the power of the AC signal is AM square by 2. Okay, cycles like this. That means what? Only I'm retaining the one portion of the cycle. Okay, it's like odd number of cycles I'm retaining, even number of cycles I'm removing. Okay, and in this case, what will be the answer? What answer we got? We got AM divided by 2. We got AM divided by 2. Now we may not have any relationship here, but once if you square this, okay, then you will have AM square divided by 4. Now you have some relationship here. Okay, then what is happening in the power domain when you are making half of the signal? That means you are retaining only half portion of the signal, you are removing the rest of the half portion. Then what is happening to the power? The proportional changes apply in the power also. When the signal is having full cycles, both positive as well as negative or complete cycles, even in odd cycles, you are getting power as AM square by 2. When you are having only one portion of the cycles, either even number of cycles or odd number of cycles, that is actually you are having only half of the signal, that time you are getting the half of the power. Okay, so from this, with respect to power, you can easily identify. Okay, once if you know the power of the complete signal, from that you can easily identify the power of the rest of the signal. That means one half of the signal or one quarter of the signal. Or otherwise, I can say the waveform like this also. Suppose only I am retaining one portion. This is not there, this is not there, and this is not there. And again, I am having this portion. And again, the rest of the 3 cycles are not there. Okay. So what I'm doing, I am retaining only out of 4 part, I'm retaining only 1 part. Okay. This is like second part. Out of the 4 part, I'm retaining only 1 part. Now, what will be the power? Anybody? If the signal is given like this, what will be the power?
AM by 4, sir.
AM by 4. புரியலையா உங்களுக்கு? மேல இருந்து கம்பேர் பண்ணுங்க சார். மேல வந்து 2ல ஒரு பார்ட் மட்டும் ரீடைன் பண்ணிருக்கேன். இங்க 4ல ஒரு பார்ட் தான் ரீடைன் பண்ணிருக்கேன்.
AM square, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
AM ஸ்கொயர் வராது சார். இது ரெண்டுத்தையும் கம்பேர் பண்ணுங்க சார். இங்க வந்து அல்டர்னேட்டிவா இல்லாம விட்டுட்டேன். 2 பார்ட்ல ஒரு பார்ட் ரிமூவ் பண்ணிட்டா ஆஃப் சைக்கிள் தான் இருக்கு. கரெக்ட்டுங்களா? இப்போ இதுல ஃபுல்லாமே இருக்கு, இதுல பாதி தான் இருக்கு. அதுல பாதி இது வருமான்னு பாருங்க, நல்லா யோசிச்சு பாருங்க.
AM square by 8, sir.
Yes sir, AM square by 8. Okay, what answer you will get? AM square by 8. Again, based on that you can write here AM divided by root 8. RMS value is AM divided by root 8. Okay, so இந்த ஃபார்முலாவை உங்களுக்கு அப்ளை பண்ண தெரியணும். So I will extend this. Okay, suppose if you are having a triangle like this, your RMS value is AM divided by root 3. This is your RMS value. Then what is the power? The power is equal to AM square divided by 3. Suppose if they are giving like this alternative cycles alone, then what would be the power? The power would be AM square divided by 6. Okay, AM square divided by 6. Then what would be the RMS value? AM divided by root 6. AM divided by root 6. புரியுதா சார் என்ன சொல்ல வரேன்னு? So in future, if you know the RMS value of the standard waveform, then you can easily find out the RMS value for the rest of its portions. Okay, rest of the portions. Okay, again, if it is half, then what is the answer? If it is quarter, what is the answer? Like that, you can easily calculate the RMS value. Okay, so and again, you should not apply the mathematics in RMS domain, but you can apply in the power domain and then convert it into the RMS value. Convert it into the RMS value. Now I am going to ask you one question. Just all of you try to answer. Okay, now the waveform is something like this. Okay. the waveform is having this nature, it just continues, okay, like this. Now what is the RMS value? Okay, this is t, this is x of t. Okay, now find out the RMS value. Okay, now you know what is the answer for half triangular alone, and then what is the answer for half wave rectified output. Then you are having both. Then what is the RMS value? Anybody, any guess? What is the answer? Quickly, you can, simple mathematics you have to apply. One portion is triangular, other portion is sine. Half of the portion is triangular, half of the portion is sine.
Sir,
சொல்லுங்க.
root 3 plus root 2 divided by root 6 into VM.
இல்ல ரொம்ப காம்ப்ளிகேட்டடா போறீங்க, அப்படிலாம் வராது. எஸ். Okay, so suppose if it is triangular, what is the power of the triangle? AM square, okay, AM divided by root 3, okay, then AM square by 3 is the power of the triangle. But I am having only half of the triangle only, okay, because every alternative cycles I am having triangle, not complete triangles. That's why I am putting 1 by 2. Similarly, for half wave rectified sine wave, what is the RMS value? Okay, so there also I can apply. If it is full sine wave, what is the power? AM square by 2, but I am having only half of the cycles. That's why 1 by 2 AM square by 2. Okay, so finally this is AM square divided by 6, and then AM square divided by 4. Okay, then once if you add these two, then you will get the answer. Okay, so 12 2 AM square, okay, and 3 AM square, which is equal to 5 AM square divided by 12. Yes, sir, are you getting this? Okay, this is the now power. Okay, I need RMS value. Okay, then RMS value means 5 by root, then AM. Okay, this is the RMS value, because I am operating in the power domain. Finally, I have to write the RMS value. Then you have to take the square root. You have to take the square root. Okay. Next, I will proceed further. Suppose if there are more than one signal with a different frequency or same frequency, then what is the RMS value? Say, for example, I am having some voltage waveform. It is having constant value, and then V1 sine omega t. Okay, then V2 sine omega t. Okay, now what is the answer for this one? What is the RMS value for this one? Okay, so, and once if you see these two, I think both are having same frequency. That means you can add this. Okay, V1 plus V2 into sine omega t. Okay, we will come to that very shortly. Okay, what will happen? But this is DC signal. Okay, now you know, once if the signal consists of both AC and DC, finally you have to write in terms of the RMS value. Okay, but you cannot add the RMS value directly, but you can add the RMS, you can add the power directly, then you can take the square root. Okay, so what I am telling, you calculate the power, okay, P0, P1, P2, you add the power, finally you take the square root. Okay, once if you take the square root of this one, then you will get the RMS value. Okay, then P0, P1, P2, overall square root, you'll get the RMS value. So again, the effective RMS value of this one is, what is the power of the first signal? The first signal is a DC signal. If it is DC, how to calculate the power, sir? Direct square or square by 2 or ma? V0 square or V0 square by 2? This is
V0
DC
square,
signal.
sir.
Simply V0 square. Okay, simply V0 square, because the RMS value for DC signal is same. Okay, DC itself. Okay, so simply V0 square. What is the RMS? What is the power for this one. Okay, the power for this one is V1 divided by root 2 whole square. Okay, because if you want to calculate the power of the signal 1, you should know what is the RMS value of the signal, that is V1 divided by root 2 whole square. And then what is the RMS value of this one, that is V2 divided by root 2 whole square, then overall square root. Then you will finally get the RMS value. Again, we are having little bit confusion here, because this signal can be effectively written like this, because it is having same frequency. Then we can also write like this, V1 plus V2, okay, into sine omega t. Again, here also you can apply the formula V0 square V1 plus V2 divided by root 2 whole square. Okay, then both are giving the same answer or different answer. If it is different, then somewhere the problem is there, because the mathematics is same. Okay, because here the frequencies are same, then it has to provide the same answer mathematically. Whether it will provide the same answer or different answer, I think it will provide different answer. V1 square by root 2, again one extra terms will come, 2V1 V2. Okay, then which one is correct? Okay, they are in the book, they are giving like this. When you have the waveform like this, you can proceed like this. But when the frequencies are same, I can add the signal, no problem. But there the understanding is missing. Somewhere it's going wrong. Yes, sir. No doubt into the Prida.
The
Are you all
power
on the line?
signal, superposition principle follow பண்ணாதுல்ல sir.
Yes, okay.
அப்படியே வருமா?
Our signal follow பண்ணாது, that is okay. But நம்ம இங்க பவர் சூப்பர்பொசிஷன் பவர் இதெல்லாம் நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்கல நம்ம. ஓகே, ஓகே, சரி, எங்க மிஸ்டேக் வருதுன்னு பாருங்க. பட் textbook they are giving like this. Okay, when the waveform is like this, you can calculate like this. But as per our understanding, again, okay, it will not follow the superposition, but I am just adjusting in the voltage domain itself. Okay, I can adjust, no problem. But still the answer should be same. Okay, answer should be same, but somewhere some problem is there. We will come to that. Okay, what is the problem? Okay, once if you solve one or two problem, then we'll come to know, okay, where is the mistake. Okay, or otherwise this, I think this omega and this omega should have been different. Okay, anyway, I will refer it and tell you later. Okay, this omega and this omega has to be different. If it is sine omega, then it has to be sine 3 omega, something like that. Okay, I will come to that later. Okay, some confusion is there here. Okay, so next if we take second problems, okay, suppose some current is given like this, IT is equal to I0 I1 cos omega t minus pi, okay, pi 1, and then I3 cos 3 omega t minus pi 2. Now, and again here the answer is IRMS is equal to I0 square I1 divided by root 2 whole square I3 divided by root 2 whole square overall square root. Okay, you can do this whenever you are having different frequency and also the phase are different. Okay, phase are different, or it may be same, but you have to make sure that the frequency is different. Okay, here it is omega t, here it is 3 omega t, then you are getting this answer. And again, you know, whenever you apply the shift individually, then that will not change the RMS value. But third category is there the little bit problem will come. Okay, next I will write that category. Okay, so the third category is, suppose if the voltage is something like this, V1 sin omega t plus pi, V2 sin omega t minus pi, V2 sin omega t minus pi. Now these two frequencies are same. Okay, when these two frequencies are same, again, finally, nobody knows what you will get because these two frequencies are same. Okay, when they are in phase, you will get the larger value. When they are in out of phase, you will get the very smaller value. Okay, so what you are getting, it actually depends on V1. You can write like this, V1 pi, then V2 minus pi. Okay, what value you are going to get, that will be decided by this pi. Because say for example, when this is 0 degree, for example, if this is 0 degree, this is 180 degree, what will happen? Both may cancel. That means you will get the difference. Okay, so when you have the same frequency, based on the phase, okay, finally you may get any value, nobody knows. Okay, so that's why again, when the frequencies are same, again you have to be a little bit careful. Okay, you have to work out, then only finally you have to write the RMS value. Okay, when it is given like this, so again finally you may get some maximum value. Okay, once if you work out this based on the pi value, because this is time varying, this is also time varying, based on the pi value you will get some maximum value and also you will get some minimum value. Though, so from that you have to choose the maximum value. From that you have to choose the maximum value. So once if you know that maximum value, from that you can find the RMS. So that maximum value divided by root 2. Okay, because you have to apply the phasors there because their frequencies are same. Okay, then nobody knows what answer you will get. That's why you have to carefully calculate. But I think so. According to that, here it has to be like some other frequency. Okay, so if it is sine omega t, then if it is sine 2 omega t, then this formula is directly applicable. Okay, that time you cannot add this. Okay, okay, because all are different frequency. That time easily you can apply the formula. But here there is no ambiguity because there is no phase difference and all easily you can apply. Okay, but in the next condition, you are having different frequency. When it is different frequency, you no need to worry about phase. So directly again, you can use the same formula. But if the frequencies are equal, then you have to be a little bit careful. Okay, then you have to find out, you have to convert it into the phasor form. Then you have to find out what is the maximum possible value. Then based on that, you have to write your RMS value. Okay, once we solve one or two problem, then this will be clear. Okay, so first I will take the exercise based on the first case. Okay, if first part is DC part, 5 root 2 cos omega t 3 root 2 sine 3 omega t. Okay, again here it's very simple. This is DC, this is frequency 1, this is another frequency. So simply directly you can apply the formula. Okay, so directly you can apply the formula. Now what is the RMS value? 10 square, okay, 5 by root 2 divided by root 2 whole square, 3 root 2 divided by root 2 whole square, overall square root. Finally, what is the answer? 10 is the answer. Okay, so actually in the beginning we made some mistake. So this should not be omega omega. Okay, if it is omega, this is some different frequency, 2 omega, 3 omega, something like that. Okay, so when it is like that, you will not get this kind of confusion. Okay, that's the idea. Okay, so this is the way. Next, what I am going to take, I will take different frequency with some phase. Okay, different frequency. 10, 7 cos omega t minus 10 degree cos 3 omega t plus 30 degree. Okay, when the frequency is different, okay, this is DC, this is frequency 1, this is another frequency. When the frequency is different, the phase can be anything, no problem. The phase can be anything. Now what is the answer? Okay, now the RMS value is equal to 10, 7 by root 2 whole square. This is, I think 10 square. Okay, then 5 by root 2 whole square, overall square root, then answer is 11.7. What is the average value for this one? Anybody? What is the average value of this waveform? You are having one DC signal and two AC signal with the frequency 1 and with some other frequency. What is the average value? Anybody? சொல்லுங்க. Hello. No idea.
10, sir.
10. Average value is 10. Okay, so இதெல்லாம் வந்து 0 ஆயிடும், இது வந்து 10. ஏன் இவ்வளவு நேரம் எதுக்கு யோசிக்கிறேன் எனக்கு புரியல. Okay, I will go to the third case. Okay, suppose I of t is 20 plus 10 sin omega t minus 30 degree plus 40 degree. Both are same frequency. Both are same frequency. When they are in same frequency, you have to try to add. Okay, you have to add it. Okay, so again I can write this signal like this. Okay, in the polar format. This as like this. Again, you know how to convert from the polar format into the rectangular coordinates. And then from the rectangular coordinates, again you can add real and real, imaginary and imaginary. Finally, you can convert it into the polar format itself, or otherwise this 20 I can write. Once if you add these two, finally you will get 4.17, 4.94 degree. Please do not add this 20 with this, because for this 20 the frequency is 0 DC. Okay, for this 4.17 the frequency is omega. Please do not add. Okay, because don't add these two. This is DC. Okay, just you can add these two because they are having same frequency. They are having same frequency. Now this is one frequency DC. This is another frequency. And again, if you need, you can write effectively. You can write like this also. Okay, 4.17 cos omega t. Again, you have added both the signal. Then that effect is 4.94 degree. No problem. You can write like this. Now it is very simple. You are having one DC and one other signal. Then you can easily calculate the RMS value. Okay, so the RMS value is equal to 20 square 4.17 divided by root 2 whole square overall square root. Then the answer is 20.21. What is the average value now? Average value is 20. Now, okay, again you may have a little bit confusion here. When the frequency is same, only we are adding. When the frequency is not same, we are not adding. Okay, why? Okay, so for that again you can try one thing. Okay, the same problem you can try with some other method. Okay, when you try in that method, this 30 degree and 40 degree will be removed. Then that will become like ordinary cases. Okay, by that method also you can calculate. Okay, and again you try to prove that the answer is 20.21. Okay, so how to solve in the other method the same problem in another method? Okay, so what is the question? The I of t is equal to 20 10 sin omega t 30 degree plus 7 cos omega t plus 40 degree. Now I know what is sin A minus B formula. Okay, what is sin A minus B? What is cos A plus B formula? I can expand. Okay, I can expand. So 20 10 sin A sin B minus cos A cos B. Okay, and then similarly cos A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A minus sin A sin B. Again, now it's very simple, sir. You are having calculator.
Sir,
Okay, so yes sir, solunga.
sin cos வராது sir. Sin A plus B minus.
Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Yes. Okay, so sin A minus B is equal to sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. கரெக்ட்டுங்களா சார்? கரெக்ட்டுங்களா?
Okay sir.
Okay.
Okay.
இப்போ cos 30 டிகிரி என்னன்னு கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். sin 30 டிகிரிக்கு நம்பர் வரும், cos 40 டிகிரிக்கு நம்பர் வரும், sin 30 டிகிரிக்கு நம்பர் வரும். Now finally you will be having 20 with some variable along with this. Okay, again if it is sin omega t, here also sin omega t, you will get some number. Okay, finally this is sin omega t. Okay, similarly again here cos omega t some number will come, here cos omega t some number will come. Finally with some number and cos omega t. Okay, now sin omega t is there, cos omega t is there. Now what we do? Okay, see, this is some different case. So far what we have taken, okay, and again, see, so far we have taken the again same or different signs, but what is the sign we have taken? Okay, so wait. Okay, so here we have taken the same sign, means all are sign. Here, here also I have taken cos, means all are cos. Okay, now what I am taking, but in this problem I have taken cos and sine, then also I applied the regular formula, but the frequency is different. Okay, but here what is going to happen finally? See, if you proceed like this, you are getting sin omega t and cos omega t, whether you can add both at a time. So that is the question now. Suppose if it is given like this, sin omega t plus cos omega t, okay, can be added directly. Okay, how to proceed about this? Okay, say for example, if it is a1, if it is a2, okay, then a1 divided by root 2 whole square, then a2 divided by root 2 whole square overall square root. Okay, will it give the RMS value or not? That is the question. Yes, sir. RMS value
No,
varuma
sir.
varadanga? Why?
No, sir.
Yeah, na
Sir,
varum. Edu varum
in
solunga.
terms of sign, in terms of sign,
எப்படி கன்வர்ட் பண்ணுவீங்க?
sin of omega t plus 90.
ஓகே, அப்பயும் திரும்ப சுத்தி சுத்தி தான் வரும்.
சேமா தான் வரும் சார்.
இல்ல, திரும்ப சுத்தி சுத்தி தான் வரும். இது போல தான் வந்து நிக்கும் ஃபைனலா. Okay, so now you have sin and cos. Can you apply the RMS value? That is the question now. Okay, so and again here can we do something else now? Can we apply some other formula? Okay, how can I see sin omega t? How can I write cos omega t? Can I write sin 90 plus theta as cos theta? Yes, sir. Anybody? What is sin 90 plus theta? Or you can take sin. Okay, so first term you can write cos sin 90 plus theta is what, sir? Anybody? Is it cos theta or something else? Minus cos theta.
Cos theta, sir.
Cos theta only. So how can I write this is a sin omega t. This is a sin omega t, and this is a2. Can I write like this? Sir? A1 sin omega t, A2 sin omega t 90 degree. If this is in this format, this is A1 0 degree, this is A2 0 degree. Okay. Now you try to get the equivalent value of this one. You try to get the equivalent value of this one. Finally, you will get some magnitude, some angle. Again, from that you can find out the RMS. From that you can find out the RMS. Then you compare your RMS with this value. You compare your RMS with this value. If both are same, you can also use this. Or if it is not same, then we have to identify where it goes wrong. Okay, we have to identify where is the problem. Okay, or otherwise one more